INEC says it's received the order of the Supreme Court to issue a certificate of return to the runner-up in the Bayelsa State governorship race and the candidate with the widest spread. According to the Independent National Electoral Commission, the enrolled order from the court is what allows it to act on the order of the apex court. A source in the commission told Channels Television that it will obey the judgment of the Supreme Court, but that will be after deliberating on the matter tomorrow. To security matters now, at least 7 people have been killed and 14 others injured after gunmen attacked Maru village in Kajuru local government area of Kaduna State on Wednesday night. The latest incident is coming just 1 year after bandits attacked and killed several people in Ungwar, Bande and Iri communities of the local government area on February the 10th and the 11th. Although the police authorities are yet to confirm the fresh attack, the chairman of Kajuru local government told Channels Television that the gunmen stormed the village market square around 7 p.m. on Wednesday. They reportedly opened fire on the traders and customers, shooting 6 men and a woman to death, while 14 others sustained gunshot wounds. The sound of the gunshots, according to the chairman, prompted the traders to abandon their wares and scamper to safety. A team of soldiers and mobile policemen have been deployed to the community to forestall any further attacks, while the wounded have been taken to hospital. The governors of the Southwest states and the Inspector General of Police have met in Lagos to discuss issues on community policing. And while addressing the meeting, the host, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, said community policing will kick off from Lagos. The Ondo State Governor, Rotimi Akeredolu, also suggested that there's a need to rethink the idea of a central police command because the country needs a change in the area of security.
A month ago, governors of the Southwest states launched a security outfit called Operation Amotekun to help deal with insecurity challenges in their various states. 3 weeks after, different groups in the Southwest region protested over the opposition of the federal government to the regional security, leading to a U-turn by the Minister of Justice.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
The same issue has brought the governors, deputies, the Inspector General of Police, the Commissioners of Police, traditional rulers, as well as other stakeholders in the region for a dialogue on the way forward.
Community policing need to start in Lagos and in Southwest. So we're indeed happy that you've given us that honor, and we can continue to assure the entire Nigerian police formation that the Lagos State government will continue to give the cooperation that is required, that is needed to ensure that the Nigerian police force dispatch their responsibilities and their duties very well.
For the Inspector General of Police, policing has to come from the public.
The public will have to come together and think of how to secure their environment. The people in uniform are also members of the public, but being paid to assist in dealing, assist the public to deal with crime and criminality.
After a closed-door meeting with all concerned bodies, the governors and the IGP cleared the air on Operation Amotekun.
When we said we're having Amotekun, it is not that we were creating a regional police. Amotekun is not regional police. Amotekun is state-based.
This structure they're creating, the community policing strategy is infused into it. It is not a regional structure, it is a state structure, and it must be backed by law for it to be effective.
This is the second time the Inspector General of Police will be meeting with the Southwest governors on the issue of community policing. Hopefully, when the new security strategy comes into place, residents of the geopolitical zone may see a positive change in the area of security.
The Senate is passing through second reading a bill to amend the Police Act 2004, which prescribes a 5-year tenure for the Inspector General of Police. According to the sponsor of the bill, Senator Haliru Chika, the amendment is to allow more time for the police boss to effect meaningful changes in the force. The amendment bill, which repeals the Police Act 2004 and enacts the Police Act 2019, also provides for the establishment of community police forums and boards by the Commissioner of Police of each state. To aviation now, and the authorities at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, are in the process of replacing the old Category 2 instrument landing systems with the newly procured Category 3 system that allows for the lowest visibility landing. Well, that's the explanation offered by the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, following the diversion of international flights from the airport to other neighboring countries. In a statement, the ministry says there was a malfunctioning of certain components, which, coupled with the unforeseen weather conditions, made landing at the airport difficult. The statement reads, "The procurement of the Category 3 instrument landing system is in pursuance of the desire of the federal government to ensure the safety of air passengers by ensuring that planes can land with almost zero visibility." The Junior Achievement Nigeria has says it's impressed with the impact of its venture in the management program 20 years after it began. Venture in Management Program is an annual program designed as a one-week intensive mini MBA session to introduce selected members of the National Youth Service Corps to different facets of managing a business.
Been one of our highest impact programs because a lot of our programs are primary and secondary school students, and so the fact that we're able to reach this group who are youth corpers, they're the closest to the job market, so they are the ones that we see the immediate impact because they come out of the program and within a year all of them are hired, which in a country with almost 30% unemployment rate is remarkable, especially among the young people where it's almost 50% unemployment rate. The fact that all of them get hired within 6 to 12 months shows the impact of the program. So Junior Achievement is an economic education organization. That means that we do economic empowerment of young people. That's through financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. We go into schools to teach them entrepreneurial skills and financial literacy skills. Recently, we added digital literacy to that because we realized that for them to be effective in the workforce of the future, they have to have these digital skills. Over the last 20 years, we've reached 1 million students in Nigeria. We're going to reach 1 million students this month, so we're very excited about that.
From entrepreneurship, let's take a look at some business news. Here's Anne Waudu.
Thank you, Ijoma, and welcome to Business News. The Central Bank of Nigeria and FMDQ Securities Exchange have introduced long-term monthly Naira-settled OTC FX future contracts for up to 5 years effective today. According to FMDQ, the new contracts, which are strictly applicable to foreign portfolio investments, foreign direct investments, and foreign currency loans, brings the total number of open OTC FX future contracts at any point to 60. Due to current market dynamics, existing FPI, FDI, and FCY loan transactions executed prior to the effective date will not qualify for purchase of the 14-month to 60-month OTC FX futures contract offered by the central bank. Only new or incremental FX exposures arising from FPI, FDI, and FCY loans showing valid certificates of capital importation will qualify for hedging with the long-term OTC FX futures contract. The Acting Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Ms. Mary Oduk, has called for more tax reduction by the federal government in order to stimulate growth in the nation's economy and the capital market. Speaking at the 2020 budget seminar held in Lagos, the Acting Sec DG commended the Finance Act as an initiative which will attract investors, and she assured the capital regulator will continue to support the federal government in its drive to improve the country's economy.
We appreciate the federal government initiative of the finance bill. As you would, for those of you who have read the finance bill, you know that there are a number of initiatives that is in support of the capital market. We had expected more because we have been working on some of those initiatives for many years with FIRS and other relevant stakeholders. The government has, through the finance bill, answered some of our prayers, albeit there are others we thought that they should have done. For instance, issue of taxes. We had thought that the taxes could have been more far-reaching. Well, they gave us what they felt we should have. We will continue to push for more tax reductions in different areas.
Nigerian Brewers has reported a rather disappointing performance in its full-year earnings result for the year 2019. According to a financial statement sent to the Nigerian Stock Exchange, the brewer recorded a 0.43% drop in revenue compared to the same period in 2018, which was at 323.002 billion naira. At the same time, its pre-tax profit fell by 20.63% to 23.35 billion naira. After-tax profit dropped by 17.14% to 16.01 billion naira, while its earnings per share fell by 17.28% within the period under review. Meanwhile, the company has proposed a dividend of 1 naira 51 kobo per share to all its shareholders. Let's head to the stock market now. The Nigerian stock market has reverted to negative territory at the close of trade today, mainly on the back of profit-taking on shares of telecoms giant MTN Nigeria. Layo Adegoke has the details.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. The local bourse has reversed the positive sentiment seen in the last two trading sessions as profit-taking on the shares of MTN Nigeria drags the general index by 0.05%. Looking at the sectoral chart, we see that the 2.09% gain from the banking index did not have much impact. The industrial and consumer goods counter also posted gains today. Total volume of shares traded were lower compared to Wednesday's session, as 150.72 million shares worth 2.78 billion naira changed hands in over 3,100 transactions. Zenith Bank was the most traded stock in terms of volume with 25.40 million shares, while Flour Mills was the most traded in terms of value. These are the top three gainers and losers for the day. Well, that's it on the Stock Market Report. I'm Layo Adegoke.
And with those red numbers, we end business news for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Anne Nwawodo.